everybody, and welcome to our next group channeling event. I'll be channeling Source, Oneness, you and me, and all that is, because we are God, we are the universe. And we are joined by Patreon members. Hello, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go now into trance and bring forth Source. Dear ones, you are the light, and you are all the shades in between. You are it all. You are one. You are all dimensions across all that is. You are all that is. You are the very consciousness that creates universes, that expands all that is, that creates all that is. You are the life force. You are love. You are unconditional in every way. It is in this physical reality where your full limitless expression has become refined, has been conditioned to fit in certain, let's just say, structures to allow you to express life in this particular environment, in this particular reality, aligned to certain collective intentions, aligned to this duality perceived reality. But understand, this is just one viewpoint of your reality. This is one perspective of your reality. You are experiencing many lives at once, many realities at once, for you are that heartbeat, that life force that connects all. You are the very connection that you seek. Understand it is this movement to connection. Remember more of who you are. Understand you are exploring the perceived opposites as a pathway to remember more of your power. You see, you perceive duality, you perceive disconnection, you perceive fear, and you perceive darkness, where in fact you are the opposite. And for you to remember that you are the opposite is to integrate what you fear, is to integrate what you perceive to be different than you, what you perceive to be unpreferred. Understand that all those dimensions are an aspect of you. But understand that fear that you experience, the darkness, understand that is an illusion. That is a product of a duality reality. Who you truly are is unconditional. It is love. When you are in a vibration of unconditionality, when you are in that pure alignment, pure consciousness, you do not perceive fear. Fear does not exist. All that exists is unconditionality, acceptance. This is who you are. Understand that you are free in every way and that you are love in every way. That pathway for you to feel free, for you to embody that enlightened state, which you already are, but you just lay forgotten within you, is embracing all those aspects that you fear, is integrating by understanding that the fear itself is an illusion. You see the collective has been conditioned to be resistant to what you do not prefer, resistant to feeling vulnerable, resistant to feeling difficult emotions. But understand it is the resistance that keeps you from embodying the truth of who you are. It is the resistance that pinches you off from flowing with the full limitless nature of the universe. It is resistance that prevents you from embodying your true limitless divine power, because you fear the unknown and you fear itself. But once you can understand the mechanisms of fear and understand it's just an illusion, it's just a product of certain belief systems, certain conditions, certain programming within this physical reality. If you can see it for what it is just an aspect of you that needs your acceptance. That boogeyman will disappear, because then you will then remember that the boogeyman never existed. All dimensions of you and all beings throughout all the universe are aspects of you. All beings are playing a role here for your evolution. And when you can see that higher truth, you then let go of the resistance and let go of fearing fear, because you then understand it serves a purpose, a higher purpose in this physical reality. And so when you can understand the purpose, the fear loses its power. The suffering dissipates. And then you start to see freedom in fear. You start to see love in fear. You then start to become empowered in your reality, in every dimensional experience. Understand that, yes, certain life conditions happen, but they happen for you. You can be experiencing a condition that perhaps brings on sadness, that perhaps brings on difficult emotions, but you can get to a point and experience joy in that experience. You can feel freedom in that experience. You can feel empowered in every situation once you can understand the role that is playing for you. It is about retraining the brain, retraining the perspectives, you see, from the duality, from the victim mentality to the empowered God creator, that is you. For there is no separation, dear ones. It's about going within, doing the work, but also embracing all aspects of your physical reality. Do you avoid certain aspects of your physical reality because you fear the unknown? Understand that the unique conditions on the human existence, such as control, just wanting to feel safe in your reality, gives you a feeling of feeling safe, but is highly limiting for your full expression of divine power. You are here to explore the unknown. But understand, dear ones, these controls that you have placed on yourself has been conditioned through generations, through many timelines. The controls of power, so to speak, has been portrayed and manifested in different ways that you have embodied in your consciousness. It is a program, let's just say, where you've internalized and you've adapted throughout your history, throughout all the timelines. And this is why you now perceive power through the lens of past programming, so to speak. You see power in the terms of victim mentality, in terms of power over, and understand that this is a gateway to your freedom, to your embodied, felt freedom state. You see, no one is controlling you. It is your own thought systems that controls you. It is your beliefs that controls you. It is the only thing. Nothing else controls you. Because understand all this vibration, and through your thoughts, you create the shift in vibration. And when you line that up with the feeling sets, when you utilize the emotion of freedom, of love, of acceptance, these two powerful forces creates a dimensional experience that reflects your freedom state, that reflects your limitless power. You are God creators here. And if you feel suffering, if you feel that you are trapped in your conditions, in your life experiences, understand that this is just a reflection of your dimensional experience. It is not the truth of who you are. You have the power to feel free, to feel love, to feel empowered in every single way. Because you are the very consciousness. You are these words that we speak here today. You perceive yourself as somewhat limited. But once you can elevate the truth of who you are, that you are the darkness and the light, the love and the fear, in this reality, you then start to see the truth beyond this reality, that you are unconditional, that you are source, that you are love. In this physical reality comes many challenges, which you chose to explore here. As such, many of the realities that you explore here is dimensions of you that are experiencing fear, that is experiencing suffering. You are experiencing reality through a multidimensional lens. And it is your emotions that are your clues to you in regards to the dimensional experience that you are now exploring through. It is not your manifested conditions. It is your emotional state. Because understand, certain conditions will manifest to you. Yes, you manifest conditions through your vibration, but understand as part of your vibration, you manifest certain conditions according to what you chose to explore here. So understand, regardless of your vibration, regardless of your embodied enlightened state, certain conditions will come to you because you chose it pre-birth, because you are masters here. But understand, with every challenge that becomes manifested into your reality comes soul lessons, comes gifts. And it's up to you to let go of that resistance, to see the gift within, to see the blessings that it brings. You have a choice, a fork in the road, so to speak. You have the choice to explore victim mentality. You have a choice to explore your empowered, sovereign, God state. What do you choose? You always have a choice. Yes, understand they would say the programs and the collective consciousness still has this, we would say, these certain belief systems of who you are. It is being transmuted from the collective, but understand these limited understandings of your reality is still held in the collective consciousness, which still means you are, we would say, connected to it in some way. So this is why it takes conscious awareness, the present moment, to know that when you are triggered and when you fall into this victim mentality and this power over mentality, understand that this is just an echo that is still existing in the collective human consciousness, that is being transmuted, but you have the power and you connect it to your heart. When you be able to see that higher perspective, it's about retraining the mind. Understand that the ego consciousness, the habitual system, is still tied to the collective consciousness mind. But when you bring it into the heart, that is where you hear the truth. That is where you remember the truth. Bringing it from the head, from the habitual effects when you're triggered by negative emotion, when you breathe, bring it into the heart. Remind yourself that it's all happening for you. Bring in the heart energies of gratitude, of understanding, of compassion, of acceptance. It is then when the portal opens within you. It is then when the higher you whispers to you the truth of what is occurring. You have the power as God to open the dialogue here and ask that dimension why it is visiting you, why it is here for your understanding. But for you to get to that awareness, for you to have the clarity, for you to have the higher you whisper to you, and for you to hear the words and to hear the lessons, is for you to let go of the resistance. Resistance comes in many forms. Resistant is the fear of feeling fear, is the fear of being vulnerable. Resistance is placed when you want to control your conditions. Even when you want to manifest conditions, you are resistant to feeling some emotions, resistant to experiencing some conditions in preference over another. Understand this all boils down to resistance and fear of the unknown and fear of you, fear of the dimensions of you, which you have repressed. Well, you are here to remember your oneness state. You would not be here watching this otherwise, hearing these words otherwise, because you are at a point in your vibrational evolution where you are hearing the call. But you know there is more to your physical reality that meets the eye. You know there is a part of you that knows there is more to you than you know. And this is why you are seeking for answers, seeking for truth. For you to remember the truth is to let go of these conditions that are placed by you and that has been placed on your kind throughout all the timelines of humanity. You've gone through many purges of limiting beliefs. You have seen this reflected in your outer reality, certain worldwide events that has impacted you and impacted the consciousness. You are doing the work. And when we say work, it is a gift. It is a blessing for you to be in the forefront of human evolution, because you are masters, because all the answers that you seek are within you, but you doubt your power. And understand, when you doubt your power, you become small. You become closed off to the full connection of the universe, which is you. The unified field of consciousness, the source code that is in each and every one of you. When you are bound by fears, when you are controlled by fears, when you're controlled by your own emotions and duality perspectives, your field, you would say, shrinks in terms of a duality-based reality. And this is why you feel disconnected. This is why you feel uninspired. And this is why you feel at times unempowered, controlled, fearful. When you see the higher perspectives, when you align yourself to love, when you utilize the power of your emotions with the power of your thoughts, when you elevate your vibration, when you use that into your outer reality and become love in action, your field expands, your vibration increases, and you unite all those dimensions of you. You become one with the field, and you remember who you are as the field. You see more of who you are in your multidimensional nature. You become the observer of your reality. Yes, you may still experience conditions that trigger you, but you become the observer of it, and you do not become the victim of your circumstances. You see the gifts within it, and you see yourself in your dimensional experience. It is here when you can see more of who you are beyond this physical reality. It is all up to you. It is through the power of the thought, the power of the emotions that lifts you out of that resistant state. It is that stuckness. It was the resistance that closes you off from experiencing the limitless nature that you are. What do you choose, dear ones? The choice has always been yours. And understand, yes, it is not always easy. We understand this, but you are masters. You would not be here living and breathing this reality at this time if you weren't masters. Each and every one of you, no matter how you perceive yourself, are masters here. And you have all the tools within you, but it's about you believing in yourself by trusting that you have all the power within you. Let go of that resistance and trust the power of who you are. Trust the love that you have within you. Trust the power that you have within you. Listen to the voice of your heart, the higher voice within you. And extend that into your outer reality. Be the love that you seek for yourself. Be love in action. For those that trigger you, for conditions that trigger you, practice the technologies of the heart. Understand it's not just a thought-based, we would say, area for you to explore your manifesting techniques. It is not just about changing your thoughts here that creates your reality. It is the felt experience of the heart. It is your emotions. Your emotions fuel your dimensional experience. But to get to the emotional frequency state, by understanding the emotional technologies that govern your reality, it is thoughts. It is the creativity of the thought processes that engages your emotional technologies. It is your emotions that powers your reality, that manifests your reality, that assists in the evolution of all the planets and all that is. This is the role for humanity. Understand that you have a unique role here. You have an array of emotions, yet you cast your emotions aside. You see some emotions as wrong, but understand emotions are your superpower. Emotions are the gateway for remembering your enlightened state. You are here to embrace your emotions. Yes, so emotions are difficult, but it's your judgment on your emotions that creates the resistance. It is the judgment, the resistance that you place on certain emotions that limits your expression and understanding the true power of your emotions, that you in fact create the universes, that in fact creates the energy from your emotions to expand your reality, to allow you to remember your empowered state and manifest an empowered reality through your emotions. It is all connected. It is, we would say, when you use the processes of the thought systems and the energies of your emotions and understanding that using technologies of the heart opens the portal within. You are a portal. Every being here is a portal. You understand that you have many vortexes within you. You call these your energy centers. And when you are aligned in vibration, that portal opens. And that is when we would say all the infinite intelligence from all the lives you are living and all the realities and all the expressions comes into your conscious awareness. It is here where you activate more of your divine blueprint. It is here where you activate more of your gifts, embody more of your gifts. It is here where you remember who you are as source. It is here where you travel the universe. It is here where you become more than human. It is here where you activate your cosmic self, your cosmic oneness into this physical reality. It is here where you remember you're truly not limitless. It is here where you remember the truth that you created it all. You have that power. What do you choose? You have that power. You need to trust. You are here to explore physical reality. It is not by accident that certain things happen in your reality that triggers emotional states, whether that is joy or that is fear. Understand it is a catalyst for your evolution. And once you understand these mechanisms, once you understand the role of emotions, once you understand the role of why you are here, that you are here to evolve you and your collective through your emotions, through vibration, by being oneness in action, by seeing that you and all others are one, that you are all the one consciousness. It allows you to, we would say, more easily be oneness in action, to be more in compassion and love in action. For those that we would say trigger you, when you can recognize that they are you, you're more easily able to extend your heart to theirs, knowing that they are you, that they are reflecting you, vibration that is you. Everything is a mirror to you, to the one. You are the masters here. So what are you resisting? Have you honestly asked yourself, what are you resisting? What are your fears? Understand it's only normal. It is a normal part of the human condition to have such resistance, to have such fears, to want to control your reality. But that is why you are here. To move through these understandings, through your dimensional experience here, to remember the truth of who you are. This stage of human evolution is for you to remember that the God is within, that the universe is within, that you are all that is. Can you feel it? Can you feel that what was important to you, what you clinged on to, is now fading away? Can you see now that all is relative? Can you see that those fears that you once had are dissipating? Are you allowing yourself to feel more free? Can you feel that? Can you feel that whatever you're exploring now in your physical reality is relative for your evolution? It's all assisting you in your evolution. That all experiences is warranted. That all experiences is assisting you. Are you starting to now feel this? Once you can feel this, once you can perceive this, once you can embody this, you'll align to your innate freedom state. You'll then allow yourself to let go of the resistance, to explore more of the unknown. And then when you are faced with fear, you will then be able to see that as an adventure, that you've reached a master level, that you can be the observer in that moment and see the blessings in every aspect of your reality. For your reality is for you in every way. Are you starting to see that? Are you starting to embody that? This is the stage that you are now exploring. The cosmic self, the cosmic nature of your being is now being integrated into your human expression. That limited human expression is being transmuted. Who you were, many timelines in your perception of the past, has changed. The cycles of human evolution has shifted to such a point where you are shifting in every way. And because the collective consciousness is shifting in such a way, because there is no separation, the physical expression of your being is shifting to embody more of who you are, to embody more of your limitless nature. You are at the forefront of this evolution because of how advanced you are. No matter your level of awareness, you are all equally highly advanced beings. For only the most advanced beings could be here at this time in physical reality. So once you acknowledge this, once you see the power in each and every one of you, including yourself, you will start to elevate your vibration. You'll start to listen more to your heart, listen more to the inner truth of who you are. And it is with such love that we come through to you today to remind you of what you already know. Are you remembering? We are here to jog your memory, dear ones. Are you remembering now? The resonance that you feel, these whispers of truth that resonates with you, is your inner you, your higher you, remembering this as truth. How do you perceive yourself? Are you perceiving yourself as small, as limited? If you are, perhaps these truths is causing resistance because you do not see yourself as worthy of it. But understand here that these words are validation to you that you are so worthy because you are the universe. How can you not be worthy? You are worthy of all the power that you seek, or the love in the universe, because you are that. You are the love that you seek. You are the very universe. What do you create? That choice is yours. Is there any other questions today, dear ones?
Yes, thank you. In light of what you've said so far, I guess I shouldn't have any of these questions, but I'm gonna ask them anyway. Seems like for me and for some others, it's been quite intense in terms of physical symptoms lately. I've been feeling a lot of dryness. I have a weird taste in my mouth. I've been tired, of course. I have a beeping in my ear, in my ears. Stuff like that goes on all the time, and I personally, I feel a lot of resistance there. So this is something I have to work with, I guess. But would you comment on all the symptoms we're feeling right now?
Dear ones, you have gone through many shifts in these recent years. You've been catalyzed by certain events, and this has allowed the unseen to be seen within you, within your belief systems. You have called this purging, limited systems, limiting beliefs, programs that limits your evolution have been brought up to the surface of your consciousness for you to address. And you have done this. You have done so much transmuting. You have worked through much of this density within you. And because of the stage where the collective is at, you have reached, we would say, a point in your collective evolution where you are now able to activate more of the cosmic self within you. Understand, for the human to activate more of the cosmic self within their physical structures, we would say the collective had to be at a certain vibration, had to let go of certain programs within them, and you have done so. And as such, you are now going through the next stage of an evolution for your kind. And when we say your kind, understand there are many variants of the humankind, but you are here to have a human experience. So those of you that are experiencing life here in physical reality, understand that you are aligned and experiencing reality through the human condition. And understand the very human condition has been shifted, is changing. Understand that there are aspects of your DNA that is now being activated to embody more of who you are. We would say the carbon-based structures of your being that kept you in the, we would say, A deeper level of duality consciousness is now being shifted to reveal to you more of your divinity, to reveal to you more of the light that you are in expression, physical reality. You've called this the crystalline body. You've called this the rainbow light body. Understand the very structures of your being is shifted because there is no separation. When you activate more of your DNA, when you activate more of the light structures within you, the physical structures, the blood, that we would say the physical mechanisms in your physical expression also needs to change because there cannot be any separation here. So understand, because you have accelerated in your consciousness expansion, these shifts are now underway. For those of you who have transmuted much of the density within you, for those of you who have, we would say, united more into their oneness self by exploring the inner shadows, by seeking who they truly are, by perceiving their reality and who they are from the perspective of source, perspective of oneness. Understand that for those of you who are the light for others, we would say are a few steps ahead, we would say, in regards to you feeling the shifts and experiencing the shifts within you. So yes, for those of you, you are experiencing certain physical symptoms. You have called these ascension symptoms. And this is just the integration of we would say, higher energies within your light structures, within the changes within your blood, within your DNA. And we would say, depending on your vibration, depending on, we would say, the certain nature of your frequency makeup, this is now becoming anchored into the physical form. So this is why you are feeling certain physical effects at this time. This is just resulting of your evolution, the resulting of your remembered enlightened state. And we understand that certain physical symptoms can be somewhat discomforting and could cause you some negative emotion, because we understand that some of these emotions and these felt experiences is what you perceive to be not preferred, but understand that these are gifts within it, and understand that you can ease these symptoms by you connecting to the oneness of who you are. We would say to do that, there are many different ways. Firstly, it is about acknowledging what is happening to you, that is happening for you. Of course, there are many, we would say, physical, we would say, aspects to how your body interplays with physical symptoms. So yes, there are ascension symptoms, and there were also certain what you perceive to be medical conditions that also can create any physical effects. We invite you to use your intuition here. We invite you to be creative. We invite you to go within and ask, to communicate with these symptoms, to communicate with the part of the body that is feeling the effects. Understand that you have the power to communicate with every cell of your being, because every cell of your being is intelligent, it is source. And because you are source, you are naturally connected to every cell in your being, in terms of communication and in terms of every aspect of your reality. So understand that every cell of your being is not separate from you. It is you. It is the very consciousness of you. And because it holds a consciousness, you are able to communicate with that intelligence and that consciousness. Can you see here? We are trying to open your mind here to allow you to explore the limitless nature of your being. At first, it is a theory, but once you put this theory into practice, it becomes the truth. It becomes an expansion of your awareness, an expansion of your consciousness. You then start to see more beyond the limited structures of who you are. You start to see the limitless nature of your being, and this creates a ripple effect. And the more that you explore beyond what you perceive to be in this physical reality, you ignite the ripple of collective consciousness evolution, you see. Every time you explore the unknown, you assist in the collective consciousness. So it is about you being creative here. those voices, those stories that you have told to yourself throughout many generations, that you are limited, that you are bound by certain physical laws of this reality. Once you can, we would say, let go of those stories, let go of that narrative, let go of those limiting beliefs and see the truth that you have the power to communicate with all beings, all consciousness within your very vessel and outside of your vessel, because it is all connected. It is all intelligent, dear ones. So we invite you to be creative. We invite you to let go of those limited stories and ask. Use the voice. Go within. Let go of the resistance. You see the theme here? It is resistance. The resistance pinches you off from the infinite intelligence and the answers that you seek. Let go of the resistance. And we ask you to embody into that emotion, into that felt experience. Are you feeling pain in a certain area of your body? A certain physical expression that perhaps is unusual? Instead of being resistant, instead of you trying to fix it, instead of you trying to heal it, we invite you to embody it. We invite you to step into that fully. Let go of that resistance and feel that the correlated emotion. What is that emotion? Feel it. Step into that. Bring your consciousness, bring your awareness to that part of the vessel that's experiencing a physical sensation and ask it. Open the dialogue. Ask it. What is it trying to show you? What are you not seeing? Ask it why the condition presents itself. Understand that your ego mind will try to shut down this intelligence. The habitual systems that have attached to the limited stories will try to cut you off here. And this is why we say, return to the breath and bring it into the heart. The heart will have the answer here. Breathe. Connect to the feeling of love, to compassion. Can you be compassionate with yourself? Can you be compassionate with any physical ill that you're experiencing? Be compassionate. And once you can get into the love frequency in terms of emotion, that is when the portal opens, and that is when you can hear the voice and hear the answers. Practice. It's about opening your mind to what you are capable of, but also opening your heart. It is the mind and heart technologies working together to open the inner portal for you to communicate with all that is. It is all within you. And ask it how you can ease the symptoms. Ask it what you need to do in this moment. What is it trying to show you? Open the dialogue. And for some of you, yes, it may be in the mainstream Western medicines. It might be in something more alternate. Understand there is no wrong and there is no right. Listen to that voice. Listen to the intuition. Listen to who you are, to the higher you. Understand here that once you open the voice, the physical symptoms will also ease, because understand at times they're just trying to get your attention. The cells in your body is alerting you to certain action steps. So once you can open the dialogue, the need for the physical ailment becomes not necessary, because it has already got your attention, because it's already communicating with you. So open the dialogue. What is it asking you? What is it trying to show you? Connect. If you are having issue in trying to connect, if you're feeling blocked, connect, ground to the higher you. The higher you is the earth. because you are an extension of the planet. So connect with the planet, connect to the elements. No matter where you live, no matter what condition it presents in your outer environment, there is always an opportunity to connect with an element, whether it is the wind on your face, whether it is the earth on your feet, whether it is earth on your hands, whether it is the sun on your face. There is an element there that connects you to who you are. Breathe. Connect. Open your heart. Open your mind to what is possible. When you connect with Gaia, it's an aspect of you, the higher you will assist you in grounding energies, activations to assist you to integrate further into the higher dimensional reality that's being anchored into the now, into your physical reality. When you vibrate in higher dimensions, when you anchor higher vibrations, higher dimensions into your physical reality, understand there is an adjustment period. The physical structures of your body is adjusting to these higher vibrations, and this, we would say, creates a certain dissonance, a certain equilibrium motion, a certain rebalancing mechanism. And it's this rebalancing mechanism that you feel as ascension symptoms. And grounding assists with this. And because you are part of Gaia, this might include, according to your vibration, to eat more grounding foods, fruits and vegetables, because they are of Gaia. So understand these create grounding codes to also assist you into grounding. And it goes for other elements such as water. Water is of the earth. Water is within you. Water is an essential nutrient for life. This also helps you to ground. And as you know, and as we have spoken of, as the God creator that you are, you can imprint the very water that you drink. You can set your intentions into the water to assist you ground. But you are shifting in every way. The collective has done the groundwork, so to speak. You have faced many challenges. You have answered the call. You have worked through the fear as a collective. And you are at that vibration where you're activating more of your cosmic self. Congratulations, you have done it. Because you are the masters. All those times that you doubted yourself, you are here. You are here because at a certain point in your journey, you decided to believe in yourself. You decided to listen to that voice telling you that you are worthy, that you are the universe, that you are powerful. And the more of you that do this, the more the evolution will continue and expand. So embrace this new stage of evolution. It is for you in every way. For there are many gifts within you that are already being activated. New gifts that you have not explored consciously yet in this physical plane of reality. But it is all there within you, within your divine blueprint, ready to be activated and awakened. It is through love, it is through surrender, letting go of that resistance, practicing being God in action in your physical reality, bringing the non-tangible into the tangible reality. And here lies your answers.
Thank you.
Is there any other questions today?
I guess I have a question. I've been trying to connect and stuff, and I think I also in this kind of work of trying to shift from limited perception to the more surrendered, loving acceptance state. There's like a transition before you're like from one to the other, and yeah. So, any words of encouragement until you can actually connect more on your own, like, and feel empowered by your insights?
Understand that the more you become love in action and be witness to the reflection in your outer reality, the more there will be validation that you are making positive change. Even though you do not need this validation, for some of you, you need this validation to remind you that you are important, to have the proof that that voice inside was right, to have validation that you are powerful. It is part of the human condition to want validation, because for many of you, you have controlled your reality. And for many of you, you have measured success in terms of certain conditions, in certain levels. But understand you are here to take the measuring stick away. Understand that you are limitless in every way. And understand the more you become love in action, the more you see how others reflect that frequency, the more you see others respond to your love in action, the more your heart will open, the more you will feel connected with the other, the more you will bear witness to how your love shifts all others around you, how your compassion, how your acceptance shifts the very collective consciousness. It is just one person at a time. It might be a smile from a stranger. It might be some kind words that you hear back from being the light for others. Whatever it is, whatever small mark it is or large mark it is, these are all validations to you that you have the power of shifting the collective. Are you seeing this evidence in your reality? Can you be in the moment? Can you be in a situation and be in a point of acceptance, seeing the gifts within it, by seeing that the others are love, are you? Can you see the shift in the scenario, the shift in the condition? Can you see fear dissipate in front of your eyes because of your vibration? Can you see this mirror effect in your reality? Look for this evidence, and this will further validate to you the power of vibration. But for some of you, you may not see the evidence that you seek, but understand the evidence is always there. It's just that perhaps you're looking at it in certain areas that you have controlled. Understand that when you shift your vibration, when you become love in action, compassion in action, oneness in action, notice, be in the present moment, and you will see your reality shift. Perhaps it is those around you interacting with you in more ease. Perhaps it is people around you responding to you in more love, whatever it is. Perhaps it is certain manifested conditions that manifested to you that bring more preferred outcomes, whatever it is there. The reminders in your reality every moment of the day, but perhaps you are just not seeing this because you are looking in we would say certain areas and not others. once you open your heart, be unconditional in every way, you will notice the shift in those around you. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing this evidence, D1?
Yeah, I think I do actually, like in moments, see when I really radiate the love within myself and I approach others with that kind of radiance, then I do see it reflected in them, and then all of a sudden they're shining too. That kind of thing. For some reason, it's hard to hold it, like, or it's hard to be always confident in that love, like, or that I could hold that love all the time. Or, I don't know.
A way to hold that love within you is to be unconditional in all aspects of your day, not just in some areas and not just other areas, but in all areas of your reality, in all facets of your reality. And yes, it takes practice. And yes, it's part of the human condition to fall back into the fear, to fall back in victim mentality. But it's about then having the awareness to bring it back into the higher truth. And yes, you can do this in the moment, but at times it can take some inner work to get to that higher perspective once again. It's about being unconditional in regards to your own journey, being compassionate with your own journey. Because for many of you, you judge your journey. You perceive that you should be at another level than you are. You judge yourself when you are not at a certain level. But understand you are all exactly where you're supposed to be. You're not doing anything wrong. You are doing everything that's supposed to happen. Wherever you are along your path, exactly where you're supposed to be. Practice gratitude in your daily practice. When you practice gratitude, it rewires your biology, right? Rewires the brain. So it starts to become a habit. The vibration of gratitude opens the heart. It helps to open the portal within. Gratitude is the frequency of receiving. For you, if you want to perceive and feel love returning to you, be in the vibration of gratitude. And this allows you to perceive love returning to you. But love is who you are. You cannot be separate from it. It's practiced ones, because understand, through your lifetimes, you created certain habits. Perhaps it's perceiving the positive, perhaps it's perceiving the negative, perhaps it's certain ways you see your physical reality. Understand that through continuous thought creates habits, and understand that these perceptions, because there is no separation, creates certain pathways in your very biology within your brain. And this is why there is a habitual system in place by you always perceiving a certain, perceiving your reality through a certain lens. It is your biology that is assisting you in this way. But you have the power to change your biology by retraining your thoughts, by retraining your perceptions. The more you see the positive in your reality. And when we say the positive in reality, we say this in terms of not ignoring the darkness and not ignoring the fear. If you can see the positive in the fear, the more you can see and embody how everything is happening for you. The more you practice unconditional acceptance, the more you change your biology, the more you create new pathways, strengthen pathways in your brain and your biology that creates the new habits. And once you get to those new neural pathways in the brain, understand that when you change your biology, it changes the whole physical expression, because it then activates certain hormones in your body. And there's certain hormones, and the new ones also assist in certain activations and aspects of the heart, because your heart is also an extension of a brain. Understanding your heart has nuance. Your sciences acknowledges this. Your heart is also another brain. It has nuance. It has certain, we would say, it assists in the certain hormone production of your body. And understand that all physical symptoms of your body works together to assist you being in alignment and vibration. So this is why we would say it's a certain chemicals that you give off when you engage in certain thought processes that ignites this whole mechanism within you, and that helps to ignite certain emotions within you, because there is no separation. What you call as chemicals and hormones, all those structures within and nuance in your physical body also relates to the energy and frequency of your vessel, of your being. And it's all impacts on the DNA expression of your body. So the more you intentionally create new pathways in the brain, the more you can hold the light, the more you can embody the higher perspective in your physical reality, because it becomes a habit in your brain. So yes, in terms of continually holding the higher perspective, you have that power by retraining the brain. It does take conscious attention to do so. And this is why every time you fall into fear, by you retraining the brain, by then working through that process of the shadow work process, and by you then seeing the higher perspective, you have then retrained your brain. You are then in that moment changing your biology. It's about practice, and it's about surrendering and being compassionate with yourself. But you have a lifetime of conditions. You have a lifetime of unlearning for many of you. So go easy on yourself. And once you can be completely compassionate with yourself, you can extend that unconditional acceptance, unconditional compassion to all others. Can you see? It is just one step at a time. You don't have to go 100 steps ahead because you are not at that vibration yet. So what can you do today to be love in action, to be oneness in action? Could it be a smile to a stranger? Could it be a hello to a friend, a friendly voice? Whatever it is, it can be a small step or a large step. It's about you acting on the inspired steps, for you to act on inspired steps, for you to receive that voice, for you to be in that love frequency. So open that space, give time to yourself in that space of open-heartedness, the love frequency. Practice feeling that energy of love. This retrains not only the brain, but also the heart. Because of the physical structures of your being, because of the nuance that's in the human expression, you are retraining your very vessel to allow more love in, to express more love by you perceiving love and feeling love in your embodiment. And this is why we encourage you, when you do your meditations, when you do your practice, your spiritual practice, to practice not only in the mind, but also practice embodying the love, joy, gratitude, compassion, whatever love vibration you can find, and extend that. You are the God creators here. The more you embody that love frequency and feel the emotion of love within you, the more you excrete those hormones that helps to shift the biology in your body, that shifts the neural pathways in your brain and all the structures of your body. Understand that you have the power. Understand that all the intelligence in every cell of your being is working with you. The mind and the heart works in unison as one. Is there any other questions today, dear ones?
Yes. I was flying this weekend and I came in contact with some birds, some large migratory birds and some birds of prey. And I just felt inclined to ask about that. Yeah, it was inspiring, but I had a feeling that there was some kind of message to me.
Understand that you did see this for a reason. It was a reminder to you to push past that resistance. It is a reminder to you to allow more of the universe in. Just as you are soaring in the skies, you have the power to soar into more of your potential, more into your limitless nature of who you are. But you need to spread your wings to do so. You need to explore the unknown to do so. You need to bring the tangible, the non-tangible understanding into your tangible physical reality. It's about bringing that knowledge, the wisdom that you hold within you, and have it expressed in your outer physical reality. Understand you don't have to do any grand steps here. It could be you just you parting wise words to a friend. Whatever it is, it could be putting that onto physical paper, writing inspired words, whatever it is. Also creating inspired art, whatever it is. It's about making that non-tangible wisdom into tangible action. You still doubt yourself, but you have the power to fly now. You have the power to experience more of who you are. And it is the unknown. This is where your power lies. And it's also a reminder that you are not alone. Wherever you are exploring, we are with you, for we are you. All the intelligence of all the universe is always by your side. All the intelligence of the universe is in your very vessel. It's in the air that you breathe. It's on the wind on your face, the sun on your face. It is all around you. It is within you. There is no separation. And although at times you may push against the wind, and at times you may come across obstacles, this is no measure to your worth. You may feel stuck at times. You may come across certain obstacles that appear to last for long periods of time, and then you doubt your journey, you doubt your abilities, you doubt who you are. But take away that measure. Understand that all obstacles are no measures of how powerful you are and the potential that you have. Obstacles stay for a period of time because they serve a purpose. And it's up to you to discover that purpose. You have that power. It's about exploring all aspects of your reality. Exploring the uninspired states and the inspired states and everything in between. There is a message in it all. If there is a stuckness, what is that? There is a reason for this. Perhaps you are shifting. Perhaps you are going through a certain purge to let go more of the limiting stories that you have told yourself. Perhaps it is something else. It is giving you opportunities to be the God creator, to tap into your abilities of alchemy, for you being able to tap into the infinite intelligence of consciousness within you. It's giving you opportunities to explore creatively. But we can only show you the door. It's up to you to step through that doorway of self-discovery. When we guide you, we are activating that remembrance within you, for you already know this information. But for you to get into more empowered states of being, you are to bring that intelligence and that wisdom into your physical reality. You are to trust yourself. Because only you can step through that doorway. And here is where trust comes. And your perceptions of how you see yourself. Do you see yourself as worthy, or do you see yourself as limited? When you reach that doorway, it shines the brightest mirror, and all the reflections of you and how you perceive yourself is shown. So how do you see yourself? Understand it's part of the human story to feel lesser than. And this is, we would say, a result of a duality environment, we would say. But it's up to you to raise your perception of self and self-worth and self-love. That no matter what happened in your past, it served a purpose. No matter what is happening in your present, it serves a purpose. This is not a measure on just how powerful you are, because you are powerful. All of you are. You are the universe. And the fact that you are drawn here today to hear these words shows that you are even more, so many steps ahead of the collective, because you are already hearing that voice within. That voice is there for all of the collective, but some people have blocked this voice. You have chosen to let go of that block. And yes, some blocks may remain, but you are on your way to remember more of your limitless power if you allow yourself to flow with the universe. So let go of the judgment, let go of the resistance that you're placing on yourself in your journey here. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Wherever you are, explore your emotional states, explore the intelligence of your being. Explore your physical reality with a new perspective. But you created it all. You co-created it with all the dimensions of you. Can you see the blessings in it all? Can you see the gifts? They are there if you look. Do you want?
Thank you.
Is there any other questions today, dear ones? Dear ones, you are at that pivotal point of human evolution where you are shifting into more of what you were destined to be. Who you are is the microcosm of all the stars, of all the universe, of all that is. And you are starting to embody that truth into your physical form. Many of you are starting to see evidence in your physical reality and in your abilities. Many of you are feeling these shifts in your physical vessel. Many of you may feel uninspired at this time, somewhat disconnected, somewhat feeling like you do not belong in any dimension, feeling like you are in between. It is because you are evolving far beyond what your physical expression can, we would say, balance in the moment. And this is why it takes time for the physical expression to embody and to, we would say, recalibrate to the energetic frequency of your energy. Understand that all is one. There is no separation, but because of how this physical reality works in terms of dimensions, because there is a somewhat a dissonance, a certain delay in the physical reality, there is, we would say, a catch-up, so to speak. So be kind on yourselves at this time of great evolution. Understand that you have the power to ease these symptoms by grounding to the higher you, that is Gaia, that is the elements, and that you have the power to assist in the further awakening of the remembrance of who you are by being love in action, by being oneness in action, by using the mind and the heart technologies as an expansion tool of co-creation, by then using those technologies to open the portal within for you to remember more of who you are, for you to then manifest a reality that is in alignment to who you truly are. You have that power, and it comes down to you being willing to face the perceived darkness, by you being willing to let go of that resistance, let go of that control, allowing you to flow with the full wind of the universe, the full streams of the universe that takes you to paths that perhaps you do not perceive yourself to be exploring, but is perhaps needed for part of your evolution. So once you can let go of the resistance, let go of the control, you can allow more light in, you can allow more love to be felt within you and to be expressed as you, as embodiment of source, as embodiment of the universe. And you have that power by choosing love, by choosing the higher perspective and practicing being that love, by being the source, by being universe, by elevating your perception of self-love and self-worth, by being the God creator, by engaging in creative technologies of frequency, by connecting to the intelligence of your vessel, the intelligence of your reality. For you are God, and you are on a journey to remember this for yourself. And it is with such love that we come through to remind you of what you already know. Until next time, farewell.